That's why, there's one thing that I tell all my mentees, which is it is very easy to learn the rules because you can just read and you will learn it. It is relatively tougher to know how to apply them, and it is very, very tough to know when and how to break them. All these things comes with a lot of experience as and when you get exposed to more such problems in the industry. Next one, congrats on the 100K milestone, Sapta. Thank you. Here's something I've been curious about. If you had to create a design for your past self from 10 years ago, what would that design look like and what message would you want to convey? Okay, all right. All right. Depends on what I'm designing and why I'm designing. Maybe what I would do is I would design something now, maybe it's an app or something like that, and then I would give it to my 10-year-old or 10-year younger self in the past. And if I had an option to see how that person is reacting, I would try to see, if I'm able to design something now that is backward compatible in the last 10 years, maybe that's what something I will do, because I think this is an imaginative question that way. I hope you like it. Okay, it has a part 2 of the question. Also, has there been any moment in your personal life that unexpectedly shaped the way you approach design? Would love to hear about how life outside of work has influenced your creative. Oh yes. In fact, I speak about it a lot. My first trip to Europe had a big impact on the way I think and I approach design. My first trip to Europe, it happened many years back. Of course, after that, I was fortunate enough to take many other trips abroad. But the first trip in Europe was very eye-opening because there I saw how design was utilized in a very different way. Right from visual design, simplicity, minimalism, all the way up to, design that enables user to use their intuition or use their common sense and understand. Some of the most obvious things are, how can common sense help users navigate a design? Because everything, their systems, it could be the way you get into a bus and the way you come out, all these things are well instructed and all, but also left your intuition. When you're present there and you're using some of their designs, you realize that, hey, this is so damn obvious, but they have enabled it and it is kind of training the entire population to behave and function in a certain way. They are brilliantly done. All their cities are very, very well designed in Europe. And the second thing is about visuals as well. Europe was the place that enabled me to understand that you can wear a simple plain black and a simple plain gray and still look so dapper and fashionable. Yes, that has influenced a lot, including the way I dress up today. Yep, so that was a moment in my life. But I'm no way suggesting that all designers must visit Europe. Not necessarily. If you can, sure, you should, because you do end up getting a lot of inspiration. But yeah, for me, that was the one. There's one more part as well. Lastly, if you had a soundtrack, what song or genre would capture your journey so far? I really suck at questions like this.